In today's video, we're going to have a look at 5 projects we expect to do remarkably well this week. These projects are being called out by advice.io's artificial intelligence and machine learning, so we expect them to do really well. Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And don't forget, if you enjoy this sort of content, to mash up that like button. It really does support the channel. It helps push out the content to like-minded individuals. It's much appreciated by Nick and myself. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop and let's have a look at these 5 projects we're calling out for this week. Okay, so the first project that I want to call out is Football Coin, which is using the ticker XFC. For some reason, I can't get my words out today, but it's up 0.10% at the time of recording. And ultimately, this one's very volatile. But when there's volatility in the market, like what we see today, there's opportunity to be had there. Now, what is this project? It's an NFT football platform. Basically enables you to create your own team and then, register for competitions and win prizes. So, this one, I'm not surprised to see it doing really well. I'm not, in this video going to sort of go into the real details of what each and every project is. I'll leave you to go do the research on that. And obviously no FOMOing in just because the artificial intelligence and machine learning is showing that this is going to do really well in the short term. I encourage you all to go away and do your own research. Obviously, I am not a financial advisor. This should be treated as educational purposes only. But I definitely don't want people just FOMOing into these projects, right? So over at advice.io, currently ranked A3, which is very good. The 7-day change is up 2.94% at the time of recording. So the 𝗕𝗢𝗪 ratio is at A2, so that's solid. Your fear and greed index is at A1, so again, very greedy, again positive. You've got your Sharpe ratio at A2, your moving average is also at A2. These are very high scores, by the way. Your firm profitability is A1, you don't get any better than that. It's very profitable, this one. And your peak end value demand is at C2. That is what is pulling this one down and stopping it from being an A1 or an A2 overall. So this is an interesting project. It seems to be doing really well. Obviously, you've got the football season happening, or the soccer season, depending on where you are, and how I articulate it to you. So an interesting project. But let's move on to the next one. Ticker COS. This one I've covered before. At almost 1.5 cents at the time of recording, up 3.39%. Now, obviously gone on a bit of a tear today. This would have been, the bit that advice.io was calling out. But this one's of interest. It could do really well. It comes up quite a bit. So it's a decentralized global content ecosystem. Again, I'm not going to go into all the details, but it's one that is an interesting concept, so do take a look at it. On advice.io, it's currently ranked A3. Again, it's gone up ranking, so expecting it to do really well. The 7-day change is up 10.18%. Now, your 𝗕𝗢𝗪 ratio is a U, which basically means that they can't obtain the data. Your fear and greed index is A1, so I mean it's super greedy. A2 for your Sharpe ratio. Your moving average is also A2, so really positive scores. Firm profitability is A1. It doesn't get any better than that. And your peak end value demand at C2, again, is what's pulling this one down and stopping it from being an A1 or an A2. So yeah, looks really good according to advice.io and the artificial intelligence. So do check this one out. Again, no FOMOing in. Do let me know what you think of this project in the comments below. Really interested to know. Moving on, and we've got Grid, ticker Grid, up 2.92% at $1.58. Again, the artificial intelligence and machine learning at advice.io is calling this one out as one to take a look at. Now, what is it? It's the new standard for hardware wallets, according to their website.
This video has been sponsored by 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏. Now, don't skip ahead just yet. With 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏, you can buy and sell cryptocurrency at their true cost. Earn a nice, juicy passive income on your crypto holdings, but you can also sign up for their debit card. Now, this kitchen that we're in right now has been paid for using the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 debit card. I earn 3% cashback, and as a result of that, I have that cashback paid in CRO tokens. Now, the CRO token is an appreciating asset, which basically means 3% today could be 10, 20, or even 30% in the future. This is a great way to treat your portfolio on your everyday expenses. Now, there is a link in the description down below, guys, where you can use our link to basically sign up to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏, apply for that debit card, and you'll earn $25 to get you going. So why not check out 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 today? Links in the description below, and let's get back to the video.
Definitely one to go take a look at. It seems very, very interesting. Go take a look. Let me know what you think in the comments of the video below if you've already used this hardware wallet. But let me get the grid. I thought I'd done this before we went on here, so just bear with me a second. Clearly I didn't, but it's again a free. Again, a really strong, very good score. Your 7-day change is up 2.13% at the time of recording. Your Sharpe ratio is A2, which is, is pretty solid. Your moving average is A2, so that's good. Your firm profitability is A1, so again, that's solid. And then you've got your peak end value demand at C2. So it seems to be the peak end value demand that's pulling these ones down at the moment. But overall, it's a really, really strong project looking at the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, let's move on to the next project. And that would be 𝗖𝗎𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦. Now, this is one, there's not really much data on CoinMarketCap, but it's an interesting project to say the least. So definitely worth going and doing some research on this one. I am really interested in the use case that they've got going on here. One of the things that I like here as well is you can diversify your participation with all these different types of nodes depending on how you want to participate. So really interesting project, unique in some ways. So do go take a look at this one. It is an interesting project that I stumbled across. Again, A3 on the artificial intelligence and machine learning advice.io. Again, it's gone up a ranking, so that normally is a really positive sign. It's 7-day change is 0.95% up, so that's pretty good. Your AMI-HAD ratio, they can't get the data for it, so it's unrateable. You've got your fear and greed index at A1, so you don't get any better than that. A2 for your moving average. Your Sharpe ratio is A2. Your firm profitability is A1, so very profitable. And your peak end value demand, again, is what's pulling this one down. Seems to be a trend that we're seeing here. And let's move on to the fifth and final project, which is ABT, up 11.39% at the time of recording at 20.21 cents. It may have already peaked, but I thought I'd add it in here. The artificial intelligence and machine learning, advice.io have sort of picked this one out. The future of blockchain and DApp development is here. It's a new decentralized developer platform that simplifies the deployment of DApps, DLT, and blockchain. So this one, is something that's going to become more and more useful for people, be it influencers, be it people that just want to sort of start to get into building their own blockchain DApps, for example. So I think this one's going to peak and do quite well over time as well. So yeah, definitely go away and take a look at this one. Again, no FOMOing in. Do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this particular one. Okay, so the artificial intelligence and machine learning advice.io has this as A3, also as the same as the other four that we've highlighted. Again, it's moved up, so we're expecting a pump for this one. 7-day change is up 13.4%, which is fantastic. Your peak end value demand is B2, so that is pulling it down. Your firm profitability is A2, so that's pretty solid. Your sharp ratio is A2, so that's solid. Your moving average is A2 as well, so that's solid. Your fear and greed index, it's very, very greedy at A1, and your AMI-HAD ratio is B2, so that is also pulling it down. Overall, I think these 5 projects, are going to do really, really well this week. Now, I'm not suggesting by any stretch of the imagination that they're going to be higher at the same point next week. I'm saying that I expect them to do well throughout this week. At some point, I think they will peak. So do let me know what you think about these 5 projects. Let me know if there's any projects you would have called out for this week. I know that 𝗕𝗘𝗪's got its mainnet launch this week as well. So looking forward to seeing how that plays out. There's loads going on in the space, right? So yeah. Let me know in the comments below what projects you would have picked for this week. Really interested to know. I expect volatility in the market, so just be careful when making investment decisions. Make sure that you've done some analysis on the charts, so you know which prices are best to get into some of these projects. And do ultimately let me know what you think of the 5 that I've selected. Really interested to get your views and opinions. Now don't forget to join us in Discord. We'd love to have you there, and we've also got our membership through Patreon. We'd love to have you as a member, so do check that out if that's your bag. We have 2 AMAs each week where you can ask us anything, a bit like Teams meetings. Again, we love to interact with the community, and we also have our buys, our sells, our staking movements. We have swing trading section as well, so there's lots of stuff to get into, lots of resources and all that wonderful stuff, so do check that out. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We'd love to have you as a subscriber, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.